Hi, students. It's me again. I just wanted to share a website with you, or rather, an application that you can use. You can get this at your local library. It's called TumbleBooks.com. TumbleBooks is a application. It's an application that you can use to practice reading in English. It's more meant for children, but it can also help you as an English language learner, learning to read English for the first time. I'm going to take you to the website, and a lot of your local libraries, once you get your library card, you can access tumblebooks.com, and there's a big library of interactive digital books that read to you. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's out there. Okay, I want to share this with you. It's good. I used it with my children when they were learning to read. So, learning to read in English, just like you are learning to read in English. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay, this is the Tumble Book Library. This is from Westchester Library System, but I think other people can access it. I know I live in New York City. I'm not part of the Westchester Library System, but New York City Public Libraries also uses this Tumble Book Library. Okay. Um, They have different books here. You can see storybooks, read-alongs, ebooks, STEM, graphic novels, nonfiction, videos, language learning. Oh, I never noticed that. Okay, let me see if I can annotate this. Okay, storybooks. How to be humor. So the topics are really like for children, so you can actually read this with your children. Um, But I think as you go up, the topics become more mature and advanced. But don't be ashamed to read children's books. Got to start somewhere. Okay, let's see. How about Oscar? You can click Read Online. And this is TumbleBooks. It's like you can play the book.
Daddy is a Pullman porter on the railway. He is dog-tired by the time he gets off the train at Windsor Station.
It's good to be home,
He says softly as he lays his head on his pillow, but he doesn't fall asleep because Oscar lives next door. Root-a-toot-toot goes Oscar's trumpet. Daddy sits up in bed.
We're moving.
He says,
That Oscar roots and toots too much.
Bing, bang, bop goes Oscar.
Okay, so that's one of the stories. All right, let's go find another one. So there's storybooks. There's read-alongs. Let's try and find a nice one. Black Beauty, which was a classic English book. Let me see. So this is a chapter book, okay? And chapters, capítulos. Chapters, this book is going to be longer. Let me see if I can play.
In Audio presents
Black Beauty, the autobiography of a horse, written by Anna Sewell, narrated by Kate Redding. Part 1. Chapter 1. My Early Home. The first place that I can well remember was a large, pleasant meadow with a pond of clear water in it. Some shady trees leaned over it, and rushes and water lilies grew at the...
So as you can see, this is more advanced, más avanzada, and the language is more sophisticated. These sentences are longer. Okay, let me see what else they have. So that's the read-alongs. We also have ebooks. And they have fiction and nonfiction. Aesop's Fables, I think everyone knows these stories. The Fox and the Grapes, or something, but STEM, science books. STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. So the theme for these is science and technology. Let's see.
Alexander Graham Bell Answers the Call. Written by Mary Ann Fraser. From the beginning, the world all around spoke to Alexander Graham Bell, and he listened. His family called him Alec. To his eager ears, the hustle and bustle of 1840s Edinburgh, Scotland, was a symphony of every pitch and tone. Gong, gong, woof, woof, rumble, rattle, meat pies. He even wandered into a field once to see if he could hear the wheat grow. Each new sound whispered to Alec's curiosity. How was he able to hear? What made one noise different from another? Why could he hear some sounds but not others?
Okay. Nonfiction. A Wheel's World. Thank you. Okay.
It's a beautiful day on the Great Bear Sea. There's barely any wind, so there are hardly any waves. You can see for miles in every direction. You can see the skyscraper trees of the Great Bear Rainforest. You can see the barnacle-laden rocks on shore. And you can see the sea itself spreading out like a big blue blanket. A small pod of orcas is searching for food. One of them lifts the top third of her body out of the water and holds it there.
Okay, so you can find a book that interests you. This is the nonfiction, so this is like true stories, biographies, science, things like that. Winter trees. And this is also a good way to practice listening to English. Sorry. This is also a good way to practice listening to English more than a few sentences in class, right? This way you can listen to a full story, see how much you can understand. One book I used to read is Biscuit. Go. Yeah, that story Biscuit. Go. Yeah, this is like one of the first books I used to read to my children.
This is Biscuit. Biscuit is small. Biscuit is yellow. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants to play. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a snack. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a drink. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof.
Okay. The repetition is common in these beginner books, so you'll hear the same phrase repeated again and again. Okay, let me see another book. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I like here how they have the early readers, yes. But they also have chapter books, which is moving up, longer books, longer sentences, more paragraphs, more chapters, more pages. So these are more sophisticated. So if you can't physically get to the library, at least you can check out some of these books. These are the advanced readers. Okay. And here are some children's classics, things like Little Princess, Black Beauty, Little Women, Peter Pan. You can't read that. Ooh, The Secret Garden. That's another classic. Okay. So as you get to the higher levels, it doesn't read to you anymore. Oh, wait, does it?
Chapter 1.
Some
Peter breaks through. All children, except one, grow up. They soon know that they will grow up, and the way Wendy knew was this. One day, when she was 2 years old, she was playing in a garden, and she plucked another flower and ran with it to her mother. I suppose she must have looked rather delightful, for Mrs. Darling put her hand to her heart and cried, "Oh, why can't you remain like this forever?"
Okay, so Peter Pan, that's a classic. I guess some of them do have the read along option and some of them do not. Okay, so Black Beauty, Peter Pan, Little Women, The Secret Garden. I've actually never read The Secret Garden. Play.
Chapter 1. There is no one left. When Mary Lennox was sent to Misselthwaite Manor to live with her uncle, everybody said she was the most disagreeable-looking child ever seen. It was true, too.
Okay, so as you get to these higher levels, the vocabulary becomes more advanced and more sophisticated. So you may need your dictionary more in these, okay? But that's okay because it's up to you to advance and elevate your vocabulary, okay? Don't stay at the beginner level vocabulary. The Wind in the Willows, The Wizard of Oz, Treasure Island, these are all classic children's novels. All right, that is TumbleBooks. And like I said, it's free. But if you go to your local library and get a library card, you will probably have access to a bigger selection of books and maybe other apps where you can listen to books, okay? But that's a really great website. I used to use it with my children, and you can use it with your children or use it for yourself, okay? I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you like TumbleBooks or if there is something else that you like, another website or another application that you like to use. And I guess that is it. I will see you all next time. Bye.